What's going on, MSFers? It's spooky season, so we're getting a new spooky team. That's right, we're going to start off with Blade. So, he is Hero City, Mystic, Brawler, Vampire, and Night Stalker. Obviously, going to be absolutely insane in the Mystic raids. So, let's look at his stats here. So, we can only really look at the speed. He is at 127, but remember, this is getting augmented by Man-Thing's passive, which gives 20% to all Night Stalker allies, and another 5% from Oath. So his speed all the time will be around like 157 or something like that, and then I think it's like 162 on his first turn because Oath is only on that first turn. But this dude is ridiculously fast. Also, massive shout out to the art department here. This dude looks absolutely awesome. Like, this might be one of their best designed characters, and I absolutely love that it actually looks like Wesley Snipes as well. This dude looks absolutely insane. So let's get into his kit. Basic silver slash, so attack primary target for 70% piercing. This attack ignores defense up, is unavoidable, and cannot be blocked. So it ignores defense up, kind of like the Kang special and basic. It gets more piercing as you go, and then it actually starts rewinding turn meter as you get further. And then for the T4, repeat this attack once. So you're basicing, it hits once. With the T4, it hits twice. As a striker, it hits 3 times, so you're rewinding somebody by 30%. So right off the bat, he's going to be a striker without a shadow of a doubt because a 30% turn meter rewind is kind of nuts. This is a for sure T4. Without a doubt, put this one on. As for the Awakened ability, it's meh. Extra 20% crit damage is pretty lackluster, in my opinion. If this one's for sale, this is probably the last one that you're going to want to buy. As for his special, Glaive Volley, I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, tell me down in the description. You can't type in that. In the comments, you can type in those. Attack primary and adjacent targets for 90% piercing. So this is primary and adjacent, so this is everybody next to each other and the target you choose. Also ignores defense up, just like Kang, which is really, really great. Adding more piercing. You'll see he has piercing on a lot of his kit. Clear speed up on primary target. Apply slow on primary target. Clear speed up on all secondary targets, which is really good. And then apply slow on all secondary targets. And you'll notice a theme with this kit. There's no raid callouts. There's like no raid. And there's also like no Night Stalker callouts as well. This guy's like 100% plug and play, which is ridiculously good. So this T4 is absolutely essential. It's 50% piercing to primary and secondary targets and applying slow to all secondary targets as well. So this is a no-brainer T4 as well. Next up is his ultimate, Dampire's Fury. I don't know who Dampier is. If you guys can tell me lore, I don't know a lot of his lore. Also, these movies came out when I was like 4 years old, so I don't think I've even seen these movies other than like little clips, but I've heard they're really good. If I should watch them, please let me know. So for his ultimate, attack primary target for 150% piercing, also attack primary and adjacent for 180% piercing. This attack ignores defense up, is unavoidable, and cannot be blocked. So his entire kit ignores defense up, which is really, really nice. That Gladiator on the Mystic nodes with that taunt and safeguard and defense up, that defense up don't matter. So it's more piercing. You're reducing speed bar on the primary target as well. Your ultimate is reducing speed bar by 25% for primary and secondary targets. You're clearing immunity. You're applying disrupted to everybody. The T4 gives 40% extra piercing, and you're also stealing health. 20% health from primary target and redistribute to self. So this is stealing 20% health from a Gladiator who has 20 million health in the raids, I think. It's like ridiculous. Or that Peter B who has like 28 million health. It's really, really good. It also, the Health Steal bypasses heal block as well, which is ridiculously good. Also, we didn't talk about this. The Awakened ability here, clear all negative effects from self. This one's really good. I'm going to rank all of these at the end, though. As for the T4 for this one, absolutely put this one on as well. This one's incredibly good because that 20% health steal is really nice. Plus, more piercing with new stats means he's going to absolutely shred fools. He's also hitting up to 6 targets with this ability. Next up, Day Walker is his passive. Characters killed by Blade cannot be revived. Always a really good call out. We have Spider Weaver has this, I think. No, Spider Weaver doesn't have that. She only has it on some of her abilities. But then we also have this on Black Bolt. And Gore most recently as well. This character's attack deals an additional 20% piercing to any vampire enemies. So there are vampire tags in the game, and we will go over that as well. We'll actually go over that now. So we have the vampire tag. So the only ones that have it right now are Morbius, who is dead set on the bench right now. Oath, who is another one of the new characters, and then obviously Blade. So it's going to be interesting to see how this is going to be used in potentially PvE content, maybe Battle World. Maybe Morbius is going to get a rework, or maybe he's going to be thrown in some PvE content, or this is just going to help with mirror matchups because Blade is going to be doing more damage to vampires, right? I don't know. Gain 10% drain, and Night Stalker's allies gain 10% drain. So at the end of any turn, 50% chance to flip slow and offense down on 2 random Night Stalker allies that have slow or offense down. Drain. More drain, so it's another 20% drain, so that's ridiculous. At the end of the turn, always flip slow and offense down on 2 random Night Stalker allies. On successful attack by this character, clear defense up and apply defense down to each attacked target. Remember, his ult is primary and adjacent. His special is primary and adjacent. So he's going to be taking defense up off of people and then putting defense down on people, which is going to help his team do so much more damage, whoever he is paired with, which is really, really good. And again, not a single raid or raid call out. There's a couple team call outs here in the passive, but other than that, that's about it. And they're not that crazy of call outs other than the drain. But no team call outs other than that, which is pretty nuts. As for the Awakened ability, on self or ally crit on the following ally turn, gain assist now, and then 10% crit chance for self and all allies. So again, that's why you see I have the reworks as raiders. So this T4 is absolutely nuts as well. Put this one on. You are putting every single T4 on Blade. As for the Awakened abilities, I think the ultimate is going to be the primary one you want first. Apply blind for 2 turns to primary and secondary targets. That's going to be the first one you're going to want to get. The passive is going to be the second one you want to get because that assist now can do a lot of damage. Plus, remember, when he's assisting, he's also rewinding because of how his basic works. And then his special is going to be the next one of importance, in my opinion. Maybe the passive and the special can be interchangeable from rank 2 and rank 3. And then the basic is absolutely 4th best. This one's honestly not great at all, so this one's meh. But overall, Blade's absolutely nuts. We know he's going to be great in raids, but he is going to be absolutely ridiculous in war, in Cosmic Crucible, because of how fast this team is going to be going. And it's not tied to raids. So this guy is absolutely nuts. As for what I would recommend for the team in general, if you are going to A, spend money, or B, core a character, I think Blade should be the one you core unlock, in my opinion. Now, that is against some advice that I have given in the past, where you should always core the last of a raid character to come out, because that means you will finish the team the fastest. But because Blade has so much potential for plug and play ability, I think he is an essential core unlock, in my opinion. He is going to be absolutely great in a lot of places. And I think Blade, Agatha, and Moon Knight as a 3-piece with some maybe like Vol and Mephisto, or Vol and someone else could potentially start taking out those Mystic nodes a lot better than people who without Mephisto. So that could be a potential. I am going to test that as well, and that'll be a video coming out on my channel. So if you want to look out for that one, you should. But that's going to be it for this one, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it helps you guys understand how incredible Blade is and where you should spend your resources or your hard-earned money if you feel like Scopely deserves it. They don't. But until next time, this is Mandola. Later, MSFers.